think that also sounded like a bear over there. And I'm trying to eye the pathways to see what sort of official stuff we might run into. Yeah, let's just mark this. Is in this direction. Those are the bears we were just saying hello to. Yeah, it's some kind of... This is actually seemingly a pretty big fortress. It's not Kaer Morhen, but it's something pretty big that's pretty close by. It does surprise me a bit. Bastion, what it is called. Let's see if we can read up on it a bit here on our map. Once young witchers trained here. Now the Bastion is a forgotten ruin. That is odd how close it is to Kaer Morhen. You can actually read what it says here. The Keep of the Sea of Yore, home to the witchers of the Wolf School. Yeah, I mean, why not just train your witchers at Kaer Morhen? Seems a little odd. But there are monsters or some kind of enemies in here.
We trained here as boys. Before the trial of the grasses.
Oh. And it does give us a quest. So let's see. Bastion. Explore the old bastion near Kaer Morhen using your witcher senses. An observation tower located on the hillside near Kaer Morhen caught Geralt's eye. Though the structure had been there for as long as he could remember, this was the first time in ages he had bothered to inspect it more closely. When he did, he discovered a whole heap of wraiths had taken up residence within. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Witchers make horrible housekeepers. Yeah, so I don't know if we would have heard about this quest through any other means, or if you just need to go to this location before it starts showing up. But, I mean, we'll do it now. Please come back. I mean, technically we're supposed to yearn against you, but not terribly concerned. If you would just, like, stop running in circles, that would actually be great. See, we don't need the yearns. You're actually doing a ton of running. You're gonna teleport behind. No, you're gonna teleport away from us. Also, strange. You just seemingly don't want to fight us? Despite us being in combat right now, you're teleporting. Normally what you do is you would teleport.
Seems the Bastion.
Well, I could have told you that much, yeah. Maybe we do drop a urn. See if that entices them to stick around at all. Because this is a little odd. You just really don't want to fight us? All you want to do is teleport before we can actually hit you? Which is very strange. We could stun you like this, I guess, and get the job done that way. Never mind the fact that that was me accidentally I mean, no, that was totally on purpose. I meant to do that. That was totally me logically thinking out that situation and finding a solution to our problem. There's also loot. No, there's loot right here. That's what I was looking for. Okay. So yeah, I think we just tried taking out all the wraiths, and we may need... Now that's what we're used to you doing. I'm actually happy to see you hitting us, because I was a little concerned. These wraiths did not seem to want to fight. Now, of course, as soon as I say that, you turn around and start running away again. Are you actually going to fight, or are you not? We need this back, though. Nope, that's out of range. That's still out of range. There we go. Okay, I think there's one more that has now, yes, teleported at us. Again, is fine. There we go. That might have been the last of them.
Something must have bound them to this place.
Okay. Noted. Let us loot and then investigate further. Anything else out here that we would want to check out? Certainly seems like a place where you would hide some nice loot. Doesn't matter which section we go in through. This does kind of seem like it's its own separate room of sorts. There is something over here, though. I see that glowing. What is this? Wolfen diagram. I was also going to say, yep. It's probably a place where you might find some Wolf School gear. Baron's Journal. That has a exclamation point on it, so we'll definitely want to read that. Let's check it out. Elgar's gear is fantastic. I knew it at once, as soon as I found it. Is that the name we heard earlier? People saying how this Elgar guy was perhaps the person making the wolf school gear? Right away, I said every new Witcher we train should be given such equipment. That is, if we are serious about having monster slayers out of this band of schoolboys. How many times must I ask our honorable resident mage to devote some of his precious time to actual work? Resident like that's as useful as a boil on the bottom. At least his assistant, Churd, knows a thing or two about metallurgy. The two of them have finally gotten down to work. The steel sword diagram is now ready, and, assuming they didn't foul anything up, tomorrow I'll forge the first blade. We'll go to Churd's workshop in the old watchtower after today's training to see if he's finished the silver sword diagram as he promised. Then, I'll go to Hieronymus's tower. He should have finished that armor diagram by now. Thought I heard a signal horn in the distance a second ago. Hooch must be getting to my head. No one's fool enough to attack a keep full of witchers. Is that a new set of Witcher school gear that we only just learned about? This one we've already started checking. And I think we already had both of these before. So I'm not sure if that's actually new to us, as much as it is perhaps just background information about how the Witcher school gear came to be.
Medallion's hopping, but I can't see a thing. Maybe the lamp will reveal more.
Hold on. Hold on, then. Do we have it? We may not have it equipped right now. Just double check. So it is a quest item that is not currently equipped. Yeah. So it is here. Let's take off the torch. Probably don't need the horn for knocking sirens out of the sky either, but yeah, there's something here. This glow.
A Witcher usually fights with a sword, silver or steel. But he must know how to use all weapons. Battle axes, picks, slingshots. Archery training today. Missed the target. You owe me 50 push-ups. Hit it. You owe me 20. Now move!
What a deal. Okay. Anything else here? I'm getting the feeling we may be walking around quite a bit with this lamp. I'm thinking we're going to find our fair share of these ghosty dudes. And I thought I saw, yeah, maybe a little bit of sparkles here. No, lots of rats, so that's pleasant. Yeah, okay. I'm not seeing it now. So I think let's get moving again in that case. And that, I'm sure, will not be the last time in this area where we will use that. And we apparently can't actually loot that. This is more... Okay, that's going to be something. I see the glowing.
What's that supposed to be? Swaying side to side like a reed in the wind? Head up! Guard up! Faster! Faster!
Okay. So yeah, plenty of Witchers getting trained. Harold said he was trained here initially as well. There's some sparkles as well. I see that chest.
Is that a sword or an egg beater? Strike from the wrist, not your elbow. Again.
Well, actually, did we finish the quest for clearing out this area, the Bastion? We did not. Use Kira's lamp to investigate the old Bastion. Okay, that is still part of this quest. If I see this, definitely want to loot this. As well as that. Not wolf school here, but we'll take it.
Is that a sword
That's
or
the
an
one
egg
we've
beater?
already heard
Strike
you.
from the wrist, not your elbow.
Already heard
Again.
from you. Just seeing if there's anything hiding in this corner here, because this is a little obscure. Not seeing the little glow that we get, the little sparkles, when there is one of those rates there. Here is one, though.
You walked away from practice without my permission. You know that? Do not stop. Bleeding is no excuse.
Ooh, that's rough.
Now take off that bandage and get back to your training. You'll see to your wound when I say you're done.
This is not the most pleasant of Witcher mentors.
Bastion's haunted by the ghost of a boy who trained here and died here.
Ah,
Need to bury
okay.
his remains. Maybe he'll leave then.
We did see there were some bones in the sort of side-ish area that we went to where we saw one of the books. And it had the red glow, so I was thinking, yeah, maybe that's something that normally you would come across toward the end. I just want to see if anything hiding here. Because, yes, I do suspect that there could still be perhaps a little bit more in this area, but maybe not. I think that it was down here. Probably that away now. Well, we might be about to bring it out again, but I thought you were here-ish? Or is it here? And we looted the body. And did we technically bug out this quest by doing it in the wrong order? By investigating the body before we actually learned that that was potentially the guy we wanted to track down? I thought it was like right here-ish. Just pull this out real quick again. Let's reactivate this as our active quest to see if it has a specific place where it's pointing us, and the answer is no, not really. Not anything more specific than what we have right now. I mean, I suppose there is still a chance that that is not actually the body that we already found. We might still need to find a different one, because this circle is big enough that it is larger than the actual bounds of this the bastion. I mean, just barely, but it's possible that we could actually be looking for something outside. So I think let's take a quick scan. I thought I saw the little sparkles that mean we can talk to a ghost, but then again, I realized that no, those sparkles were coming from the lamp. So let's just head back up here for a second, and if we don't see anything that is obviously the thing we're looking for, then I think we'll start to take a quick peek outside and investigate there. In case he actually is outside somewhere. Yeah, I would have to imagine it'll have a red glow for a quest-related item, which is why I was awfully suspicious of those bones that we saw previously. But yeah, not seeing anything here. Not yet, at least. Why don't we put away the lamp so we can at least run a little more quickly? And then we're just gonna take a look around here a bit. Yeah, we really can't deviate far from the fortress walls, otherwise we're outside of the range of the area we're supposed to look. But, at least possible. That's something? Nope. We're seeing wolves out in the distance, but that shouldn't really be a factor. This looks like the side with the most space with regard to being outside the castle walls. I'm half imagining there could be an entrance to some kind of something here. A basement floor. Not seen anything yet, and we kind of need to go around a little bit to make it back up.
Long track.
No, just let me get up here. I know we're reaching the end of the world, but I just want to go back up here. There is also something flying over there. It was an enemy. Okay. Apparently. I don't know. Not seeing anything now. I think just growing increasingly wary, or feeling more and more so like it was just the body that we originally found. Can we break you back out? Can you chat with anyone? So that would stink if by just doing things in the wrong order, we failed or just can't ever complete this quest. That would be rather unfortunate. I thought it was over here. Actually, here? It's somewhere in this area. And I'm not seeing it anymore. So I think there's one of two things we can do here. We can say, okay, we think that it's bugged out because we did it in the wrong order and therefore we're never ever going to be able to complete this quest. Or we can say, let's bite the bullet, reload an older save, and try doing it in a different order and see if that works. And I am not a fan of redoing things like that. But if we say just rewound the clock a little bit and maybe came back for this on a future occasion when it's not fresh in mind and I'm not feeling like, haha, but we just did that, then I might be a little bit more open to giving that another shot. But it feels, it's a little bit save scummy, right? So I don't love that. But at the same time, it's like, if the game bugged, and the game bugs, and it's not really our fault. You know what I mean? So let's just take a quick look here at our saves. And just looking at the clock to see which one seems most reasonable in terms of things that might have been the right fit. There's a manual save. And wasn't that... We did do some manual saves when we were in this area. Like, to Beta Forte, we certainly completed that. Let's try this one and just see. I think this might be the closest. And we will definitely rewind the clock a little bit in the process, and we will not have found everything in this area in the Bastion, I don't think, but that is, in many ways, the objective here.
So we took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialist.
I just want to see where this leads us. Is this pre or post making it up there? I think this is pre. So I think we went too far back. That was what? This one? And I think this was the one where we finished getting the stuff that was up on the mountain area. I think this is probably the one we were actually looking for.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to
I want to reload a save that is basically just right before we went into the Bastion area, or when we fought those initial wraiths but didn't actually loot the skeleton. And then it's whether we jump in and...
Bastion.
Yeah. Okay, so this is where we want to reload the save. In the interest of not boring you guys to tears, I think maybe we'll come back to this on a future occasion, because we do have a fast travel spot. So we can come back here whenever we'd like. And that way we don't have to, do something that we just did. But we'll just make a mental note to try to do it in the right order this time. I see this little... I'm not sure what it is, but some kind of buildings over there that I think are going to be worth investigating, just seeing if there's anything there of note. So in that case, what we'll do is we'll just go around and explore and see if we run into anything like this Bastion here, where there seem to be some potentially unexpected quests or loot or notable monsters. What is this? Come on. I know. What? That is not what I expected you to do. I was going to say, I know you can get over there. I did not know that you could jump that, though. I mean, that was impressive. I'll give you that much. But this is what I wanted you to do. Though there seemingly is not anything interesting here, despite just some unusual architecture. Unless there's something like hiding here. And I think we probably will want to reactivate our treasure hunts. Yeah. Just to verify if there's anything in this general... Yeah, we were going to go up this pathway to get to this one. I think we do that now. And then we'll go counterclockwise through the rest of the area. So we need to get up here, which, coming from the other angle, was seemingly just about impossible. But I think we get, well, far enough back, we should be able to make it happen. And there was sort of a path, was there not? That was an impressive leap. And there's Kaer Morhen. That is a great view. Look at that. Impressive. Okay. But anyways, we're looking to head in this direction. Yeah. So we were approaching whatever this thing is. Oh, from the other side. Hold on. That's a different mountain. This is not the place we were actually looking for. There's the pathway off to the side there. Yeah, we didn't actually need to go up here after all. So, oops. Doesn't seem like there is anything here other than just, you know, some random herbs. So we'll try to find a safe way down. Maybe here-ish? That looks nice. Okay. Now let's actually go down the path. Which, you know, imagine that. It might actually lead us somewhere that we're trying to go. So, through this way. And this should get us up to whatever that place was that we were seeing. Yeah, some kind of watchtower or something of the sort, it would seem. We know there's some kind of wolf school gear here. We don't know if there's anything else.
The old signal tower. It'll be nothing but a pile of rubble soon.
Hello? Okay. I'm guessing we're gonna have to hop up some of this stuff. Get our spot, or maybe even this. You know, no big deal. Just a chest placed on the edge of the game tabbing out, and also a, I don't know, what would you call that? 200-foot drop? Something like that? Winter Blade. It's actually not the Witcher School gear we were looking for, but I'm curious to see if that's a good sword. I hope it is, because that was certainly an interesting place to put it. Fitting that the Winter Blade has frost damage and chance to freeze. It is slightly higher damage than the steel sword that we're using right now. However, it does not have the 104% critical hit damage bonus, which I think means we're probably going to stick with what we're using right now. And we maybe just sell the Winter Blade instead. But we, I think, yeah, I need to get up to that. That chest that we're seeing there. Can you hop that, Geralt? That's not really what I had in mind. Is there a ladder here somewhere? Yes, there is. Here. This is our chest. Oh, or maybe it's a slightly different chest. Hieronymus's notes. I feel like we've heard that name before. My study of Elgar's armor, again, the name Elgar. Every time we're hearing about this wolf school gear, it seems like Elgar is the person behind it all. Elgar's armor has allowed me to devise new alloys and increase the magic conductivity of the second crystal. This might be the breakthrough I needed in my work on the teleport. For my trial run, I've calibrated the portal to exit in the cave near the tower's base. I need now only charge the crystal with solar energy, for which purpose I have placed it in the outer wall of the tower, near the scaffolding. Only hours remain before it is entirely charged. I finished my work on a diagram, which will allow us to replicate this armor and equip the entire school of the wolf with it. Baron, the Witcher's fencing instructor. That is probably the guy that we saw in the Bastion. That's probably Varen. Has taken credit for this find, but it was I who, using logical deduction, had only a slight doubt of magical assistance, uncovered the chamber where Elgar must have once resided. Space was hidden beneath a primitive illusion. One needed merely look carefully to see through it. Okay. I found notes which indicate Elgar had worked out diagrams for improvements to his equipment, which he then hid for safekeeping in various locations around the world. Careful study of his notes allowed me to write up instructions on how to find these upgrades. I went to the old watchtower and gave this research to Churd. As soon as he finishes preparing the Silver Sword diagram, we'll set out to gather all the upgrade diagrams. Baron has the finished Steel Sword diagram and will begin forging blades based on it. I hope he will distribute them to the poor lads he trains. They at least deserve proper equipment after going through the horror he calls training. By the gods, I think I see fire on the horizon, coming from where the old watchtower stands. I can also hear some kind of commotion outside my tower. Way down is blocked. What's going on?
Might want to look around some.
Okay, so I think what that is it's basically giving us the location of other pieces of the Wolf School gear that are sort of like subcomponents of these quests, and we may have actually gotten some of them already. But that could prove helpful. And this is going to be, I thought, the place where the actual diagram itself was going to be, because I don't think we've actually gotten the diagram as much as we've just gotten... Oh, didn't see that. Fang of Conscience and Letter of Apology. Illegible fragment. We all make mistakes. For to err is human. The key is to learn from one's errors. If something breaks, it must be fixed. If our mistake harms another, the injured party must be recompensed for his frazzled nerves and lost time. We thus apologize and ask for forgiveness. Evil is not what we do. C. de Pierre. We probably did see some names that started with C, but not entirely sure who that is supposed to be. Also, we did pick up a big sword. There is a ladder here, which I think is probably going to take us to the place where the actual diagram for the Witcher School gear is. But, let's see. It was... this. The damage is atrocious, but it does have a lot of sign intensity, a lot of adrenaline point gain, the critical hit damage bonus, which I do really like. We have some on our existing weapon, but not as much, and critical hit chance, which we don't have any on our existing sword. Guess it causes bleeding. I mean, it has really nice additional effects. I just wish that it was a higher level and had higher base damage, because it has the general idea we're looking for. It's just the numbers aren't quite good enough to justify it, I don't think. Have we gone up on the ramparts here? We certainly have not here, nor have we on actual Kaer Morhen yet. So we shall... relic rarity swords keep on coming. And relic rarity armors now, at that. Whoa! Hold on. I saw that little gap in the floor just as I was about to step on it. Hold on. Nab this, and then... Can we go further? Not entirely sure we can. And did we actually get the Witcher School gear here? We got information about where the gear might have been, but I don't think we actually got a diagram. Might be mistaken with that, but yeah, it's still telling us there's something here. Huh. We go up higher? Didn't think so. Which makes me think perhaps it's actually lower? But again, hold on, ladders. Ladders. Is that the ladder? That is not the ladder. This is the ladder. Any obvious chests that we've not yet looted? Also, where is the other ladder? Leading down? Not up. Is it this? I think it's this. Forget it. Who needs it anyway? But yeah, see, like, I'd rather not venture further out here. We don't have to. I hope there's not, like, some platforming that we have to do that sends us all the way out there. Is there something else? Around here somewhere? That we missed? Is maybe not directly inside this place? Where? Huh. Where is this thing? Concerned about... What the heck is that? What? Excuse me? What? We're gonna die. Absolutely. That was an incredibly big fall. Could have been even further still, but what was that? What the heck was that? It was on a really steep cliff, so I don't even know how you get there without having that exact thing happen to you. But, what? I'm confused. I don't actually know where our most recent save was. It did autosave 2 minutes ago, so we're hopefully in luck in that case. Because, yeah, that could have forced us to go back a ways. Yeah, is that, whatever that thing is, worth investigating further? It looks very odd.
So we took Uma to the
I don't know if it was bugged, because it looked like it was floating. They had some kind of indicator saying that we could interact with it. I didn't actually see if it was still within the circle we were looking for. Okay, let's just double check. Okay, so we're not technically, or we haven't technically looted all this. Okay, no, we perhaps have. We have looted all this stuff. No. I think the game just hasn't loaded in or acknowledged that we've actually looted these things down here. They're just glowing because of that. Like, as soon as we actually turn on our Witcher senses, they're gonna de-glow. Well... Hold on. Okay. Is that a... Actually, did we not loot it yet? Or is this... This is a bug. This is a bug. We just got a second one of this sword. I mean, it's a valuable sword, so, like, it's not bad. And if we really wanted to, we could abuse that system and deliberately re-loot this body over and over again. But let's not do that, because I would feel pretty bad if we did that any more than we already have. But, in case you didn't know, apparently, reload a save, and you can get numerous copies of that 900 value sword, which is not insignificant. That could get you quite rich quite fast, I would think. But the question persists. Where is the thing we are actually looking for? Actually, usually... Okay, well, let's save here. Usually, we see some kind of indicator, some sign of wolf school stuffs. There's this thing. Just staring at us, ominously. Looks like it's floating closer to us. This thing's gonna haunt me in my dreams. So I don't know what to make of that. Because when you see it, well, we tried to get to it last time, and there's like no way to do that without falling to our death. So, I feel like, you know, we tried approaching from this angle, we tried approaching from the other angle. Is there just something that is a totally different section of this area that we've not yet seen? Can we climb on the actual... Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Nope, don't fall now, Geralt. But I think we might be onto something here. Oh man. I hate it. But there may be some platforming to be done here. I don't know where we're supposed to go next, though. Don't know where we're supposed to go next, though. And I feel like one mistake means we will fall to our death. Because, well, that tends to be what happens in locations such as this. Any obvious signs as to where we head next? We hop here. We can, like, sort of jump on that. I don't think we can jump on that. Can we jump on this? Is that the crystal? Is that the power crystal they were talking about? Or is that just a coincidence that there's a shiny thing there? I don't know. I don't like this. I do not like this. We can loot it. It is the crystal. It is the crystal. Can we? Okay, don't try that. Okay, let's save, because I think that's important that we pick that up. But okay, that was this side. Is there anything on the other side, maybe, that's similar to that? I don't know about this. I don't think this is a good idea. I very much do not think this is a good idea. But this is what happens when you look in these areas and you don't find what you're looking for. You start taking more drastic measures. Like, I don't see a chest here. Nor do I see any other areas that we've not yet explored. So, in the interest of not boring you to tears, I'm gonna move on for now, and then, you know, if we have a stroke of inspiration, then maybe we'll come back on a future occasion. But, yeah, like, I don't see anything obvious here, and I'm concerned about us falling to our death. So, let's head back. Carefully, though. And hello, bear. Oh, that's one way to avoid conflict. Roll, 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 roll. Oh, dear. That was a much bigger roll than I was expecting. Much bigger roll than I was expecting. We may be trapped in this little crater for all of eternity. We may be trapped in this crater for all of eternity. We are not trapped in this crater for all of eternity. We are free. We are also continuing to surf, though. And tree climb. Okay, let's reacquaint ourselves with where the heck we ended up. Okay, we're over here now. Right, sure. Let's head over to whatever this thing is. There's a path going to it, and there is also this little island in the middle of the water, which is perhaps worth checking out. Yeah, why don't we go there next, to tell you the truth. Let's see what the deal is here. Some signs, some kinds of monsters, is perhaps understandable. This is just a little island, which presumably doesn't have much of anything on it. It's just herbs in the water itself. But this is what I really want to see, is what, if anything, is on this actual island. It's just bears, and I'm not terribly interested in that. But if there's something more, then you have my attention. But I don't see anything. But I think this may just be a relatively plain and simple, uninteresting island. In which case, now let's head over to this little, I suspect some kind of shack or something like that. Small little hut. There's a dam here, which is kind of interesting. Might be worth checking that out real quick. Iron mine. We have a marker for it. Okay. So we can travel here in the future. That is nice. Can we walk on it? We can. I knew there would be loot here. I knew it. Also, creative use of a wagon. Well done. Any other loot here, or are these just herbs? These are just herbs, it would seem. Let's read up on what we can find out about this iron mine. Iron ore was once extracted from this place for use in the Wolf School's forges. Okay, makes sense. My guess is, in that case, this place we're marking right now is going to end up being the entrance to said mine. That's my guess. But we are about to find out. Like, this does look like, you know, winding into a mountain, going down lower. This certainly looks like a mine entrance, does it not? Oh, and look at that. That's what I was thinking we would find in the other place.
An iron mine, depleted centuries ago.
This indicator.
Might want to look around some.
Which is something that you usually see when you're about to go into an area with a diagram of some variety. Now, Does mean that we probably have this spot marked on our map for one of our quests, and we might be able to see. It's not this one, which is level 14. Is it the level 29 one, in which case this might be a little bit tougher? Yes, in theory at least. The gauntlets appear to be in here. Okay. That's cool. Let's save. So yeah, that's the thing that I was kind of looking for in the other location when we were up in the elevated tower-like area. I was trying to find something that actually had this marker, because that would suggest that, okay, we're actually close. But maybe that one just didn't have it. Also looking for some kind of actual chest that might have had it in it and didn't see it. Okay, now I'm definitely hearing some monsters. There is, in fact, a large monster right there, it would appear.
Something behind these roots.
Hello, Earth Elemental. How goes it? There's not a lot of room to see or fight you. At least not from this angle. Let's quickly throw on a cat potion. We might actually have it equipped here. I think we do. Yeah, okay. So let's give ourselves some night vision here. Hello, friend. We also probably should throw on some damaging oils to increase our damage against you. It's going to be elements, I'd have to imagine, right? So let's throw that on, wherever you may be. There it is, okay. That should help. Our silver sword is a little bit damaged. We might want to repair that. How damaged is it? It is 60%. That's actually a great fit, because we should have some items that can repair exactly 40%. So, where are you? This one. 40% repair. Get you back up to 100%. Spick and span. So that's good. And then... Don't stand there. Yeah, it's level 30, which is tricky. These guys are strong. So it is a higher level than us. Not by a lot, but it is higher. And, wasn't sure if that was going to hit us or not. But even as level 30 enemies go, this guy's going to be harder than most, basically. Fortunately, he keeps on missing. You could not shield when I'm using our big attack. Also, even though we had Quen on, we had our shield on, we still dealt damage to us. That is concerning. That means if we did not have Quen, that would have hurt a lot. So let's start healing. And I think we tried using Axie on these guys previously, and it was not very effective. So I don't love that idea. Don't remember, does Igni stagger you as well? If it does, then that's tempting for times like that. Say. Or even that. Don't do this. Don't do that. Oh, that's not the kind of stuff that I thought you were about to make happen. Ooh, that was close. You're making quite the rock arena for us here. Oh, you still hit us. You still hit us, and we have so little space to work in here. Please don't do that. Whatever that is. I mean, technically, you didn't hurt us or anything. But it's concerning when you do those things. At least looks like it is. Okay, just don't want to get hit by the little swipes here and there. So I think those are the kinds of things that we should be able to dodge out of the way of. And that's the big ones that we really, take a ton of damage from, of course. Like this. We get hit, that is. Okay. Please unblock. Please do not hit us, though. That's not cool. Also, need this back. Okay. We could even... I don't think we want to have Dimeridium Bomb, but we could throw some kind of explosive at you. Oh, we actually... Hold on. We had a really good strategy for a powerful enemy that we fought recently. Oh, yeah. It was the level 35 troll that we fought for one of our Witcher contracts. It was using... no, not that. I wanted to switch to our other explosive, which would be nice, but at the same time, I don't feel like I have a ton of time in which to swap around what we're using there. So maybe we just settle for what we have here, because I wanted to use the explosive that will actually freeze him, or at least slow him down temporarily. That would have been nice. That's gonna hurt. That missed, somehow. That missed. Which I'm very grateful for. That's also somehow missed. As did that. No, we don't have a quite on. Oh, man. We were at risk there. And we just barely missed getting hit by that as well. Down he goes. That was tough. Especially in such a small arena like this.